Okay, one of the things I thought we should go over here is my 2020 Tundra and trouble I've been having with the head unit or the Carplay system. And the difficulty I'm having right now is that the unit isn't doing well with calls. It's dropping calls. As you look at it here, what you can see is that Carplay is up and running, and I'm actually connected and doing well right now, but it's because of this little item. Well, this won't work, right? Plug directly into it. The charger, and I've tried multiple cables, multiple different cables don't work. I've tried different phones, multiple different phones don't work. So I've decided what I need to do is I need to go ahead and find something else. Now, out on the internet, what I found is going to a aftermarket wireless adapter seems to work for some people. And sure enough, I plugged in this little Jemluse connection, this wireless connector, and I'm not endorsing them here or anything like that. This is just one I happened to be able to order from Amazon. But I plugged that in, and sure enough, it began to work, and it began to pick up the calls just fine. Now, there was nothing else that was problematic for me. Everything else worked well, the maps worked well, the music worked well, but this little Jemluse adapter that you see right here, which does wireless CarPlay, actually comes up just as quick as it did when my phone was wired in and I started the vehicle. So it comes on, and what's nice is it's wireless, so like music that was already going, or if there was a podcast I was listening to, it just goes ahead and picks it up right away when I get in the vehicle, and I've been really happy with that. Now, I did do some other stuff. I took this apart, which is not difficult to do. There are videos out there on removing this cover here from the center console. And then once you go inside there, I used compressed air. I sprayed off all the terminals, reconnected everything, ran it again, still didn't work. So now what I'm going to do, because I don't want this as my final solution, is I'm going to try to replace that piece right there, that little USB connector. I'm going to go ahead and order one of those from Toyota. I found it online, see if I can get around that Jemluse adapter and stay plugged in wired. Now, I'm not disappointed if it doesn't work, but I'd really like it to work without that. So I'm going to order that, and I found it online. It was 100, I think it was 121.70 was the retail price. There was a 25% off the day I ordered it. I ordered it from the local dealership. It was $91 plus tax, ended up being about 98 bucks to get that replacement part. So when it arrives, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can change it out. And if that works, hopefully I'll have something that comes together really well. But if not, I guess I'm going to be using this other aftermarket solution unless I decide to replace this head unit for some reason. All right, so in this nice size box right here, I've got that little tiny part that is going to replace this piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and take this back out. In order to do that, I have to unscrew my shifter knob right here, and I have to lift this panel right here in order to be able to tug that out, but that just takes a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So what I've been doing is I've been using this guy, this Jemluse, which has worked really well, but I'm going to go ahead and lift these out, see if we can replace this and if this will work and connect properly again for my Apple CarPlay. If it doesn't, man, that's an expensive experiment. First, just making sure here this is the correct part number for this part. So it's this 8619OC030, 86190OC, or I should say 86190-0C030. That's the correct number. There are plenty of videos showing you how to get this piece right here out. Essentially, this trim piece sits here. You have to open your glove box, or not your glove box, but your center console, pop it up from the inside. I use this plastic leverage tool to do that. Once it pops up, that piece pops right out. Before that, you've got to take off your shift knob right here. Once you take off your shift knob and do that, you can go underneath here, right, with this guy and just pop everything forward. But there's a number of videos to show you how to take this apart. That's not a big deal. Once you get to this step right here, there's a little tab. So this is the piece. So first I've unplugged from this guy, I've unplugged this one, and then from here, from this guy, I've unplugged this one, and then there's a little piece, a little tab right here to push this guy forward. And you just need to push the tab down, and then it should be able to push forward, and then you just push the new one in. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. This is the one that just came out, and if I can focus in on it there, you can see, let me see if I can focus in on the number. But if you look, it ends in OC or 0C30. That matches the number right here on this package, 0C30. And this one was made in Japan. I can't quite get that in for you. But this one was made in Japan. Let me do this. Let me zoom in a bit and see if we get it better that way. There we go. All right, this one was made in Japan in 2019-06. This is the one I just took out, all right? And we can see it matches that number on the package. The last 5 digits there is 0C030. This is the one I just took out of the package that we're going to try. And if we look at this one, we can see that its number is 86190, but then it's 03031, which does not match the package, right? 030. So I'm assuming this is an updated version, and it's hopefully fixed and fixed whatever the glitch was in the other one that caused it to stop after a while. All right, before I put everything back, I just turned the truck on, called my wife. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So I'm going to be taking that part back. It was $91 on sale from $121, and with and then it was $6.50 tax. There was nothing for the shipping. So I guess I'm going to be returning it to the dealership, to Toyota. I'm going to take it in and drop it off with them and let them know it didn't work. Yeah, that's what it did. Okay, so this part right here is going to go back. This was on sale from Toyota from $121 down to $91 and change. Cost me $98 and change with tax. They did deliver it for free, which is nice. I ordered it through the local dealership, so I'm going to take that back there. But it did not fix the call drop problem. What did fix it is this little Jemluse wireless control. So I'm not exactly sure what goes on electronically there, but that does seem to be a fix a number of others have found online. So if you end up with one of these Toyotas with head unit that has CarPlay in it, like mine does here in my Tundra, I would suggest going ahead and looking into getting this type of little adapter here, which was in the $40-ish range on sale, this wireless adapter, and that seems to work really well.